Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
When in doubt, just pick Aatrox, like R5. Just R5 Aatrox. That's how you do it.
Well, this is going to get pretty interesting. So it doesn't make as much sense as it would in a lot of matchups top side. So,
oh yeah,
it's something that you see a lot in solo queue, but it's a solo queue thing. In this case, I think this makes a lot more sense for the comp itself. Fredit BRION starting this up first. W1D2 a little bit slow on the rotation, but this is where Aatrox shines in the early game.
Ooh, avoids the hook blind there as you got the Rakan dashing on in. Showmaker very, very low, but surviving with that ultimate that he has, and first blood goes to Nogari. Showmaker still trying to make his way out. That first blood was absurdly early, and they add an extra one to it. Canyon also stole away the Rift Herald. Everybody else is getting sleepy. Delight proves that he can actually hit it, and now Henna, Killer Instinct coming on through. Infernal Chains connect, and Umpty does have the Nimbus Strike, and that's going to allow Henna to grab that kill. So, Fredit BRION on the board, their first kill of the series, their first kill of the season, and they'll augment that with this second Drake of the game as well.
Very impactful.
Relatively close, actually. Decent effort.
Yeah, it was actually one of the closer ones. Look, and with the Glacial Augment slows him down. Bottom side.
Oh, yeah. Henna is looking real dead. Canyon puts him to sleep, and thankfully he was asleep as he passed away, so that is humane of Canyon. He does move out of the way.
If they sleep him in True Shot, it's a kill, but that's two ults. I guess they don't necessarily need it. They
too much
guarantee
aggression, Wolf.
Yeah, they don't need to kill him. They just need to kill the structure, right?
Yeah. No, it's not about, you don't have to just kill the champions all the time.
Break the concrete.
Yeah, that's what you need. Yeah,
inorganic material. That's but it's going to be a game all about circles, and W1D2 is going to have the heavier wallets and a lot more damage later on. So I feel like Fredit BRION just really haven't done enough.
Well, Nogari's looking for an R against the wall, does try and get himself out of there, but it does not work. There are too many people here. Showmaker tried teleporting in, but he's a little bit late. Lava not going to get pulled back by the Infernal Chains, but you can see Showmaker still wanting it. Well,
but it's Damwon we're talking about, best team fighting team. Most would still argue.
Well, Nanti's going to dive on forward, does get the Cyclone, looks for even more, but Canyon goes into his Zhonya's. Now Kellen dashing around with the quickness. Canyon actually tries to get out there, but Henna does have the Killer Instinct and gets a double kill now, as it's Showmaker trying to get in there and do the work, but Henna is still free hitting. Can he do more? The answer is absolutely not. Double kill comes through for the Ezreal, and Doctor's looking to make it 3 as Morgan is just getting 1v1'd in melee range, and there's the triple kill. W1D2 answer back.
W1D2, so much breakaway. You cannot be indecisive here, and Fredit BRION do finally decide to walk away. Well, this is a huge win for W1D2 because they have the fast track now to mid and the Baron.
And also Lava is now sort of caught in the wrong spot.
Circumstance where it's like, oh, there's a lot of like start a Drake, walk away. It's a very boring game, but this is the kind of meta you're in, and the risk is so high for W1D2. One mistake and Fredit BRION are back in this game. They take Doctom out, grab a Baron, get Mapia, have wrestled enough of it away that they can start this off, and they have enough damage to take it down pretty quickly.
They certainly do. Lilia does so much damage to Baron, and Umpty can't get in here. It is just a free Baron. True Shot Barrage lands onto Delight, as now Canyon looks for his opportunities very, very fast, and they've already taken down the Nautilus. W1D2, can they actually win the fight, though, that ensues? Showmaker gets on in there. Henna's trying to be huge, manages to take down the Ezreal, but he's overstepped. Showmaker is going to say goodnight as Umpty gets himself out. No, it's actually Morgan that gets himself out. Umpty is going to be the sacrificial monkey. And now Morgan is doing his very best to make the escape. Kellen, I don't think you win the 1v1. But he's still going to try and take him down. Okay, there's the heroic entrance. Blasco, and he's like, yeah, no.
Just wants to delay him so Showmaker can come and catch him. And he also stops the execute from coming through, which Morgan would have very likely been able to get if he was untouched for that amount of distance, especially with these turrets up here.
Yep.
So Kellen resets aggro. We'll do it again.
And now Showmaker's the buffer is nice. But Showmaker, can he actually chase down Morgan? Is the question here.
Well, what's really interesting about this is this buys a lot of time for Fredit BRION. Like, this is actually pretty significant how much time Showmaker's spending instead of pushing mid. But he will get
Infernal Chain, and that's going to be it. Kellen steals the kill. I love it.
He's like, man, I did all the work for you.
Yeah, Henna did manage to find the angle, get on top of him. Fredit BRION, best friends club though. They are together, and together they can achieve anything.
And Morgan on an angle here. If you can catch Kellen, that'd be great, but I think you need to kill the DPSs.
Ow. Okay, Umpty takes a fair bit of damage there. Delight as well. Softens up. That's a decent hook as Henna diving on forward. They managed to take down the Rakan before anything happens. Immediate cleanse gets Henna out of danger, but now they're grouped up. Can Showmaker actually make this one happen as the World Ender has come down? A fantastic ulti through from the Galio, and there's Henna's double kill in the end. The Ezreal does go down, and there is your answer, Wolf. That's how they do it. The power of friendship is still there.
It was such a great split up on the fight. They were decisive. They pulled the trigger, and Showmaker is forced to retreat early on in the fight. He actually cannot get a big Gnar ult off in this engage. Fredit BRION now with so much standing gold on the map. Bounties are up, and they are going to have several turrets worth to go through here.
Oh my goodness, these bounties going to be,
yeah,
be giving them so much money.
Bottom turret still up, almost down as well, so as soon as Morgan gets over there, he can pick that up. And they can go straight to this Baron in 45 seconds.
Because he
it's
hasn't
on Ezreal.
that much, that much armor yet. That could be a thing for later in the game if it does go that far, as Bowling Ball connects. Okay, just explosion onto Canyon. He goes into his Onivia, so can he stay alive is the question. Henna not going to be going to sleep because the Lilia is in fact dead, but the Gnar into the wall is fantastic. He goes down to the GA as now Showmaker gets so much health back with his Gore Drink, a massive amount of knock-up, but the Ezreal is still going to go down. The solo lanes of Damwon are the only ones left standing, and Fredit BRION will get the Baron.
The Gore Drinker value is massive, but once again, Canyon overextended out in no man's land, is nearly blown up. Azonia's only buys time. And if Showmaker and Nuguri had turned that fight, I might have to retire as a caster right then and there. The Gore Drinker value was huge. I guess that item is still relevant, but it's not good enough to turn things around. Fredit BRION, time after time, taking his miracle.
For Dom.
Delight has just been so, I mean, this is a changed man since we saw him first step onto the LCK stage.
Absolutely.
Love to see it.
13 out of 14 kill participation. Fantastic stuff here from the Nautilus this game as Fredit BRION set up for a bit of a siege. They got double siege minions. And there's not a lot of counter here for Damwon with the fact that they have Gnar and this Aatrox as their solo laners. Lilia as well. It's very difficult to get towards these siege minions, and they just stand there. Passivity wins the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been the story of this best of three. Although, you know, very different types of slow passivity, but we're passivity at the end of this one. And it's been proactive play, in fact, from Fredit BRION at the last parts of this that have actually given them an opportunity.
Well, here's an engagement. They get in front of the Justice Punchers. Lava goes golden, trying to buy some time to allow Umpty to get here. The Cyclone doing some work, but Damwon Kia have them where they want them. Showmaker goes golden. There's the GA from Umpty as Showmaker flashes his way out. But is the rest of the team going to be so lucky as there's a Gnar into the wall? Henna, killer instinct to get himself out, but the boulder is still going to land, and somehow all of Damwon are still alive. All of Fredit BRION are still alive, and why am I surprised?
I mean, the fruit here is actually going to be pretty valuable for Fredit BRION, and if they can grab this soul, they're going to get all that extra healing. They won't need to back. They can push. No steal is very close again from Dom. This guy is insane.
Vision, so they can't face check. Damwon Kia now at risk of a flank as Dom pressing forward, as you can see. Umpty presses the Cyclone button, doesn't find a whole lot of value as there is a Gnar that's also relatively mitigated. Kellen goes golden as well, battle dance to get himself out, and it's a complete cacophony in this fight, but the Galio has gone down early. Henna also taken down as it's a double kill for the Ezreal. Canyon is still at full health this time, and I have a feeling Fredit BRION, they almost did it, but it was not quite enough. A triple for Dom in the end, and this time Damwon Kia do win the team fight.
The game is not over yet. We still have 5 minutes to Elder here. Soul is on Fredit BRION's side. You can see the frantic shot calling here coming through from Umpty. Calling Morgan, are you going to push top? Are you going to look for deep wards? Probably just back off and defend. But, I mean, I say the game is not over. We're at 41 minutes. I think it may be.
Oh, yeah. I think
25 seconds on the Kai'Sa.
Yeah, the death time is long enough, and I understand, Wolf, because
I thought
I wanted
it to be longer.
Yeah.
I mean, Morgan's here, but it is over. It is over.
It is. The Nexus will go down, and Damwon Kia will get the 2-0, but it still feels like one of the longest series we've had. It was an absolute marathon, and it was all going so well for Damwon, honestly.
Yeah,